What is going on, you beautiful, beautiful people over there, 5'9"? It's me, your boy Izz, and I am joined today with Jelly. Say hello, Jelly.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Right. So before we go on to the video, please make sure you do like and subscribe for the video if you do appreciate for the stuff that we do, and comment about your favorite part in this episode, what we're about to do, and that is the first episode and the second part of my life reincarnated as a slime. So, Jelly, how'd you overall this episode? How do you feel about it?
I'm very excited. This one is giving me flashes of of the last half of the season that we just had. Not last season, but the season before. Not necessarily a lot of combat, a lot of just day-to-day stuff, but it's setting up for something big. Like you can feel it.
All right. And before we continue on, Jelly, have you all caught up with the light novel or the manga at all for Reincarnating as a Slime?
I am caught up with the manga. However, I am not caught up with the light novel. I'm familiar with plot points in the light novel that go beyond the manga, but I'm not caught up fully.
All right. So as you guys know, this is going to be a review of the episode. So if you did not watch the episode, please go watch that now. It is out on Crunchyroll. If you do have a subscription, you could go watch it there. But if you did watch the video, then please stick around and enjoy what we have to say. So starting off with the episode, we start off where the last part of the season left off, and that is Rimuru and Veldora. So in the last part of the episode, Veldora actually became human, essentially, quote unquote, because Rimuru gave him a body double and he completely took over that body double, and now he is free. So that actually does a lot for the show, because Veldora was actually supposed to be a guardian deity of the forest, and he was isolated in this one area of the cave, never to be let go, and now Rimuru had the power to set him free from that imprisonment. Jelly, tell me how you feel about this.
So I think it's going to be really important. We already see it a little bit in the episode, like when he shows up at the town at Rimuru, and Rimuru, and you see like all the people, like they're like they can't believe it, but they felt that presence, just because he woke up, didn't bother concealing his presence. It's going to be very important going forward. I think even like politically thinking about it, because now he was already friends with Milim, but now he has another super powerful, even more powerful than before, you could argue, Veldora on his side, because now Veldora's ultimate skill has evolved because of Rimuru becoming a demon lord.
Yes. So going on to what that, now we go a little bit further into the episode. Before obviously Rimuru and Veldora go to the town, Rimuru tells Veldora, please, isolate your presence, because the aura you are giving off is too immensible, and he fears that everyone in the town will be shaken by it. So in wonderful fashion, Veldora says, of course, no problem. But as many as you saw in the episode, he takes a power sense to that of Goku or Vegeta, powering up to become Super Saiyan, except he's using that as a way to bring down his power, because in that episode he says that, and while he was inside Rimuru, he dug deep into his mind. He called them a secret text, but instead they're actually manga from the other world that Rimuru has read, and he has spent his whole entire time inside Rimuru reading all these different various mangas that Rimuru that had already read back in his past life. And so now he's taking forms of these sacred texts as a way of bettering himself in a way. But so it shows that Veldora, as strong as he is, deep down inside, like, he's a very soft-hearted fellow. Like, if someone interested him, like, he will definitely take part of that, which is why he took a liking to Rimuru. And going back into the town, they go to the town and they see that everyone is like all wary of who this guy is, and they didn't believe Rimuru at first when he said this is Veldora, until the Triad, yeah, the Dryad actually comes in and says that she's happy to see that Veldora is back. And once that was already glued in, everyone just kneeled before him, which was pretty which was a pretty good scene to show that everyone in this forest, even though like they're afraid of Veldora, he is still their guardian deity and they will still show respect, which is a really good thing about it. So going off, and then you see after that little humbash of showing respect, we go now. Everyone's starting to have a party of sorts, you know, not only to, you know, commemorate Veldora, but just to commemorate how everything is now going back to the way that it used to be, you know. So how, Jelly, how did you feel about the scene? Like, what, like anything about the scene that, you know, stuck out to you?
I thought it was really good. You know, you get to see Veldora like showing off in front of like people, like telling his stories and everything. I don't know if it was a story from him or just the plot of a manga he was reenacting, but it was cute. And then we also see now Shion's new skill that she has with her cooking now actually being edible. Which I thought was a funny thing to see, because there's all this thing like, oh, Shion's cooking is so bad, you know, it can give you poison resistance if you eat so much of it. And now actually, like, she had one wish upon coming back to life as she did, which thank goodness she did, one of the best girls. Now she just wished to be better at cooking. So it's very nice to see that interaction with her, Rimuru, and Benimaru. It was a really nice scene there, and the whole festival scene was really good.
Yeah, so yeah, going off of that, it was really funny to see because Rimuru and Benimaru, who were supposed to take this cooking, looked at it and was just completely afraid. Like they were like, I would much rather have death than to taste this. Like, please let me go. But then obviously once they bit into the food, they realized that it was actually really good, and then, you know, going off on her new ultimate skill, which is Master Chef. So now whatever she cooks, as long as she thinks it's edible, it will be edible no matter what it looks like. So after this whole entire festivities, the next day there is a meeting between everyone, like all the main heads of the forest of Jura, where they are meeting up with Rimuru. And before he starts off with this meeting, with the big thing he wants to say, in this meeting he also introduces everyone to Diablo, who is now the second secretary to Rimuru, and we find out that Diablo is a very, very powerful demon of sorts. From last season we, you know, saw a little bit of his power, and he is someone you don't want to mess with. And the fact that Rimuru, who became a demon lord, now has this all-powerful demon under his, you know, wing, he realizes that there's nothing at this point that can go necessarily wrong. And then during that meeting, he also makes Gabiru, the dragon newt, the head of development and for the town of Jura. And as you can see during the scene, when he makes Gabiru the head of development, all his little lackeys watching from the window start giving him cheers while he has to stand there acting all high and mighty, which is pretty funny. So Jelly, tell me about the scene. What did you like about it?
Well, yeah, like you said, like with Gabiru, he's definitely one of the funnier characters, and to see him get such a high position is like really cool. It's interesting to see like he's matured a lot since we first met him, for sure. And it's gonna be interesting to see how he takes this kind of new post of command, of responsibility, of trust, you know, from Rimuru. And also, like you said about Diablo, so that's gonna be very interesting to see the role that Diablo plays in all of this coming up, as like you said, a very, very powerful figure. All of these allies that Rimuru has made, it just goes to show how powerful that the Forest of Jura is really becoming. He has Veldora now, he has Veldora out and about now, he has Diablo, he's made allies with the Beast Kateers, you know, he has all these really powerful allies, and he's powerful as well. They said in the episode now he has 4 ultimate skills now, Rimuru. So he's still cautious, but I think that's just his nature. He I think understands just how powerful he is right now. And I think we're gonna see part of that new confidence coming up, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, of course. And so now we go into the big whole entire part of this scene, and that is when Rimuru declares himself as the new Demon Lord. And as you can see, he says it multiple times, and everyone was like, "Yep." And he's like, "But yeah, exactly." They're just like, he's just like, "I'm not the Demon Lord." Yep. "I'm going to become the Demon Lord." Yep. "I am the Demon Lord." Yep. And like he looks at them thinking like they would retaliate, but no, they actually look at him with high praise, because with him becoming a Demon Lord, now he's becoming more and more powerful, and he's like, it's showing them that like he's, you know, becoming stronger to help protect them, and now they want to take this as an opportunity to grow even more as a team as well, because not only is he the Demon Lord, now they have like a formidable leader to help lead them into greater victories. And with him becoming the Demon Lord, he also set a new course of action, and then that is to fight the other Demon Lord, Clayman, the one that organized the whole entire attack on the first season, and the whole entire Falmouth Kingdom being, you know, incorporated into that plan. So Jelly, tell me how you felt about this.
So I think it's a lot of growth from Rimuru, and to declare war on another Demon Lord is, I'm guessing in the world, no little thing. Not a small feat whatsoever. And it's going to be interesting to see how they approach this war with Clayman. How we're going to see more of him, more of, maybe, I know in the coming up we might see more of the other Demon Lords, possibly, which I'm very much looking forward to. And now we even see, again, all these powerful forces start to come into play, and all of them kind of pointed their weapons at Clayman, with Rimuru on their side. Now with the downfall of the Kingdom of Falmouth, and with the church kind of backing off for now, it's interesting to see where things are going for the Forest of Jura and for Rimuru now as a Demon Lord.
Yep. So now going off of this scene, so while we had this like very like, you know, intense scene with Rimuru finally declaring war and everyone's starting to prepare for the said war, we actually get an interruption by a man named Fuse, and I don't really remember what kingdom is he from. Do you remember, Jelly?
From I believe he's from Bluemund, and he's the Adventurers Guild. I believe he was the head of, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so he comes in saying that about the whole entire Falmouth attack, and saying that they're all going to, you know, be coming this way, and he sent like 50 troops their way, and they're gonna, you know, organize attacks and stuff like that. It actually also, funny enough, breaks attention, because everyone looks at him and is like, yeah, we know. Don't worry.
It's over.
It's over. And it's even funnier when Rimuru goes and says, "Oh yeah, I annihilate them," like with just a pure smile on his face.
Immediately starts laughing, and he was just looking around the room, being like, "He's lying, he's lying, he's lying," and everybody's like, "No, he's telling the truth."
Yeah, it is, and it's even funnier when what's his face comes in to tell Fuse, it's like, you know what? Go relax in the hot springs. You know, take a breather. You're good. It'll all make sense soon enough. And he's just like, Fuse is just standing like, huh? Like, he's like, I can't believe what I'm hearing. But again, with this little break in the funniness, we also get readings that someone is on their way to Jura, the Fort Temple of Jura, and that is the king of the dwarves. Oh boy, he comes in with his knights, and even Rimuru is just like, why are you here? And he's like, oh, because I want to help you. And with this as well, we actually get a new character show up when the Dwarven King is also there, and it is a character we do not know of. He shows up with his little companions, and he is this tall, pale-skinned, blonde man, stating that he is using a homunculus as a body. So even Rimuru falls and says, "Oh, he's using homunculus. Like, this is weird. Like, he looks so much like a human. Even I was fooled that he was still fully human and not homunculus." Jelly, how do you feel about the scene?
It was really cool kind of to see all these like big leaders come together, and you even get to see a bit of his power, of Elalud, I believe his name was. He said he was the leader of the Elven like sorcerer dynasty, and he, just because Rimuru is friends with his daughter and he thought this demon lord kidnapped my daughter, he jumps back and starts casting this extremely high level explosion magic. Like, you can tell this guy, even in a homunculus, is someone who is really powerful and really serious, I suppose, to a point. So if Rimuru is able to form an alliance with the Sorcerer Dynasty and with him, it can mean some pretty powerful alliances, like the kind that he has with King Gazo of the Dwarves. It could definitely lead to something really big. And I'm excited to see more of the character and possibly more elves.
Yeah. And what's even funnier is that in this scene, when he's about to fully finish his destruction spell, his daughter Eden shows up and just smacks him across the head. Like, "What are you doing, you stupid idiot?" Like, she's like, "He's my friend. I'm not being seduced. I'm not being, manipulated. I was never captured. I'm with him on my own accord." And he realizes, "Oh, okay." And like, it shows that like he is very overprotective of his daughter, which again, like a lot of parents will say that they are overprotective of some of their children, especially when it comes to their daughters. But seeing as she has taken a liking to Rimuru, he goes and says, "Oh, okay, so I came to see who this whole entire Rimuru person is, and now that my daughter has taken a liking to you, and now he wants to be part of this meeting that Rimuru was having in the beginning." Like, not only when Gazel came, he says he wants to be part of the meeting to strategize against Clayman. Now Eliud wants to become a part of that meeting because now he's very intrigued and interested in what Rimuru is as a person. And that is where we left off in the episode, where these two powerhouses now come to Rimuru's house and want to help him devise a plan to help with the whole entire fighting of Clayman. So it is a very exciting episode. It does get me a little bit excited to see what's going on, because I'm already caught up to the manga, so I know exactly what happens. So, but it does get me excited for this season. I can't wait to see what they do, especially with all the animations of the fights and stuff like that. So, any last words for you, Jelly?
Like you said, it's going to be a really, really exciting season with all the fights and the confrontations, and even like the political stuff going on kind of behind the scenes that we get a little peek into, just from what I remember from the manga. It's going to be very interesting. And also, might I say, the opening and ending, pretty good. I thought the opening and ending were pretty solid.
Okay, so before we end this video, the ending was solid. I really do enjoy the ending. The ending was like, especially like the backtracks and stuff like that. But for some odd reason, I don't know why, I think it was just Crunchyroll or something like that, but for some reason, to me, the opening felt like I was listening it through a closet.
Oh.
Yeah, like the ending, like the opening sound, like don't get me wrong, the song was pretty nice, but for some odd reason, it sounds like I'm listening through a closet, so it kind of felt weird. But the opening and ending like scenes, especially like the opening scenes where you have like everyone like ready for a fight, everyone's like dressed in their war attires and stuff like that. Everyone's very serious, getting ready for this fight, and then the ending cutscene where everyone's happy, You know, everyone's like, you know, we have like scenes of everyone together, like showing a smile. We have Veldora like swimming, soaring through the sky. It just shows that like in the beginning is going to be a whole entire war. It's going to be, you know, fighting to basically the death, but like at the end of it all, everyone's going to have a smile on their face and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So all right guys, that is us. That is it for our, you know, quote unquote review of the video. I personally enjoyed the first episode. There wasn't too much to talk about in the first episode, but there is a lot being set up still, and we will definitely see that in episode 2. So with that said and all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what was your favorite, you know, moment in this episode. You know, tell us about the things that we possibly missed, or something that, you know, you agreed upon, disagreed upon. You know, we always enjoy having a little feedback here and there. So that's it for me. I am Izz signing off. Say any last words, Jelly?
That's it for me. I'm Jellycube, and everybody take care.
All right, guys. Enjoy your day. Peace.